hockey captain, Carly Grimaudo, is no stranger to the camera, but she's used to being the one asking the questions. To switch things up, we turn the camera around on her to highlight just how big a role she has played on her team and on campus. In 2012, she was named first team All-Patriot League. She scored a team-best 7 goals and 3 assists for a total of 17 points, and she was a member of the Patriot League Academic Honor Roll. The sociology major is a busy bee, but she still managed to successfully balance all of her athletic, academic, and extracurricular endeavors while keeping a smile.
Being a soc major, we talk a lot about, it's called the sociological imagination. I'm gonna sound really smart here for a second, but to understand a person, you kind of have to understand the world that they live in. And I think to understand an athlete, you really have to understand kind of like the world of athletics and everything that goes into it. The schedule, to the games, to everything. There's so many little details that go into athletics that a lot of people don't realize exist in the athlete world, whether it's practice details or a huge thing is the off season. So many people think that, oh, it's your off season, you have time off, but that's not the case at all. The off season is actually the most difficult, most strenuous, because it's really the time to build yourself as a player. So I think just learning about the athlete world would help everybody learn about the athlete in general, I guess, being a sociologist.
Grimaudo has invited viewers and readers to learn about her world and the one she shares with her fellow Crusaders. Her internship with the Media Relations Department has given her the chance to report on Holy Cross athletes for Crusader Vision, the school's online programming outlet.
Hey Crusaders, I'm Carly and I'm here with fellow teammate and junior on the field hockey team Molly Fight, who was named Crusader of the Week for her performance in our game against Siena.
I interview athletes after games, and I also interview athletes in the office where I'm standing right now, actually.
And how important was this win for the team, being that it was our first game of the season?
To have a win for our first game is very important. It sets the tone and we want to go out and get more.
If they do something really good for the week, like if they scored maybe a hat trick in a game or something, I'd interview them about that. And if they're doing something really great for the community, like we've had different people doing things outside of sports as well, I just ask them about what they're doing and how they're doing in their sport and outside.
The senior forward has also written feature articles that showcase various sports while still managing to find the time to keep up with her own team's blog.
I think it's cool just to be able to kind of create something. Like they'll give me a topic and that's basically it. You just kind of go from there. So it's really like my own piece, and it's something like at the end of writing a story, like I'm really proud of it. It's kind of something just to call my own and create myself. When you sit down to write a story, there's a blank page in front of you and you can kind of do really whatever you want with it to get whatever point or story across that you're trying to get. It's almost like I can picture if you're on a breakaway or something, going one-on-one with a goalie or a defender, that's almost like your blank page that you have 50 yards to do whatever you want to do with it and just be creative and use all the skills you've learned, kind of like writing, like use all the writing skills I've learned and what I've done in the past, like all the practices that I've done in the past to kind of get the goal accomplished in that blank piece of paper in the 50 yards that I have to utilize my skills and do what I need.
This year, the Crusaders will face 15 opponents in their regular season, 6 of which will be played at home.
Sharing the story with everybody is obviously great, but my favorite part is sharing the story with the person or group of people who it's about and just seeing their reaction. And because it's something that I'm obviously proud of at the end, so I want them to be proud of it too, and not only the fact that I wrote it, but the fact that I feel like when I write a story about somebody, I'm kind of representing them. So I want to represent them the best that I can as an athlete or as a person, as well as I'm representing myself as a writer. There's just so much that goes into this job that I've really learned a lot since being here. I didn't really know that there was a whole office and a whole working of everything that goes into athletics. I didn't really realize how much is behind the games we play.
Yeah, pick up cat!
Being in season, we're so focused on getting our job done and getting wins and practicing that we don't realize how many people are standing behind us, supporting us, and doing the things like getting our names out there and doing all the media and press and even recording our games so that we can go watch film on it. There's so much that goes into it that I want other people to appreciate just as much as I do now.
And to congratulate you on your award, we have a special guest. For more on your fellow Crusaders, go to goholycross.com.
The field hockey standout is also a pretty big ice hockey fan. Carly's dream job would be to work for the New Jersey Devils. For the Patriot League Network, I'm Melanie Plowski.